So they changed the virtual camera so that it's a little bit more complicated, but now works with multi-user sessions. So I'm going to screen record this because it's, even though the steps are all there in the documentation, it's good to have somebody, like, it took me a while to do it myself 2 days ago. So I want to show you the steps, and I will try to fumble through them. I put a link in the syllabus to the documentation for it. It's something we're going to be doing live, but it's also something you do at home. And it's cool to get really like shaky cam and handheld kind of vibes to things. So this is the new app. Again, it is only iOS. It's called LiveLink VCam. It's free. There is one for Android. It's not officially supported by Unreal, but I put a link for it inside of the additional readings and watchings. It's called By Owl's Android Virtual Camera. It is not cheap. I have it. Just log into my account if you want to put it on your own computer, if you want to do this for Android. But for right now, the iOS is the official supported. And here's the documentation. All right, so here's a beautiful little meerkat, and we're going to set up the project for virtual camera work. You need to go into your plugins and make sure virtual camera is enabled, live link is enabled, and remote session is enabled. So those plugins are virtual camera, right here, already enabled. Live link should be enabled because it's part of our template. And remote session. Remote session means it can send video from the iPad back to my my computer. That's right there. All right, go back to the documentation. Now it says to go over into that whole unicast endpoint thing we just did. So, which the settings are slightly different. I'm going to have to do my homework to figure out how to get these combined to do multi-user and virtual camera, but it is possible. I'm just saying that. Who knows if it is. So this is a random project. Let me go to another map with things in it. And I am going to go to project settings and then down back to those UDP messaging. And the two settings you need to do is you need to put your computer IP with the colon at the back. So mine's 192.168.192.242:0. And then I need to put what it says, the IP address of my device. They mean your phone. It's a little bit obscure. So to find the IP of your device, you're going to be using 0-tier. And you can find your IP within 0-tier, right, on your devices. So I'm going to turn it on. And then if I need to find my IP address, it's in here. Once it connects. This is once it's connected. And I will take this time to make sure I'm on the NYU network. Yes, I am. All right. And so I've added an array element here, and this is now the IP address :6666, which is what this device has to be using. All right. Then I'm going to open up the app, which is live link. Exit out, disconnect. Live link. It's just like this. And I'm going to put the IP address of this computer, which is 192.168.192.242. Then I'm going to come over to my message bus source. See if it shows up. Said fail. Let's see. Let me check everything again. Disable route. Disconnect. Reconnect. It says more network information available once connected, so I feel like it's not connecting. Okay, I just connected. So yeah, it's 214. Let's go back to the VCam. I shouldn't have to connect for it to be able to see it. try it. Cool. All right. It's not seeing it live link just yet, which is weird. All right. While I was trying to find it right there, let's show you how to set up the scene. Let's do a new one. So now in your settings, if you go to your place actors, you have a whole section called virtual production, and it's called virtual camera actor 2. If you try to searching for it, you won't find it. It's really weird that it's like that. So now it's in here. If I come over to these settings for virtual camera, there's this thing called a VCam, and that's the settings. The component, we want to enable it. We want to come down to this output provider. We want to send the video back to from our screen back over here. So we're going to say is active. There you go. So now we turn on the virtual camera, and now they see the same thing. And now I need to find the live link subject, and that's what I'm waiting for. Is it to show up here? It should say ours iPad, and it's not showing it. Let's close that. Let's see. 102.168.102.242. 666. Let's see, and then I should be able to select it here, and then away we go. Let's see. What network am I on? I'm on the right network. Let's see if I can mess with the settings real quick. Put this as 0.0.0.0, enter. No, that was too optimistic. 192.1. No, 192.242. Close out. So in our, I couldn't get to work, and what I ended up doing was I went on to the reviews of the app in the App Store, and I actually took this, copied and pasted somebody's actual steps from the reviews in the App Store. So let's see, virtual camera to scene, VCam inherited. We just did that. Is active. So open it, but do not click connect. When the app is open, it sends a signal to your PC that's waiting. So now we go back to Unreal, Source. So what we'll do is I'll stop this recording because it wasn't really that useful.